Sometimes a person is born and changes the course of the entire world. He was neither a king nor a conqueror, but unarmed, he was stronger than thousands of soldiers. He didn't just speak the language of mathematics, but also mechanics, water, light, and sometimes even fire. His name was Archimedes. His inventions, discoveries, and intelligence were so extraordinary that some found them hard to believe. Today I'm going to share with you 10 incredible facts about him. And maybe after this video you'll say, this man was a miracle. If you're ready, let's begin. Fact 1. The genius among geniuses. Archimedes was born around 287 BC in the city of Syracuse, located on the southern shores of the Mediterranean Sea. His father Phidias was a famous astronomer and mathematician. Because of this, Archimedes grew up fascinated by science and stars. He didn't just want to know where the stars were, he wanted to understand why they moved the way they did. Syracuse was a center of science and art, and there Archimedes grew not only as a mathematician, but also as a brilliant inventor. Fact 2. Archimedes in the solar laser weapon around 212 BC, the city of Syracuse faced a critical moment as it came under siege by the Romans. During this challenging time, Archimedes used his intelligence and technological knowledge to create incredible defense systems and invented new weapons to protect the city. One of his most famous and astonishing inventions was a device known as the solar laser weapon. According to legend, Archimedes constructed a system of large bronze mirrors that could focus sunlight precisely onto a single point from a great distance, setting the enemy Roman ships ablaze. Imagine such a concept existing in the 200s BC. The idea of concentrating the sun's rays with mirrors to produce intense heat was one of the ancient world's earliest forms of a laser weapon. Of course, some historians and scientists consider this story more myth than fact, doubting it due to the lack of solid evidence. Yet no one questions Archimedes' incredible understanding of power and technology, nor his ability to harness intense heat and light energy for military defense. His brilliant invention stands as a shining example not just of technology, but also of creative thinking, warfare strategy, and the fusion of science and innovation. Thanks to Archimedes' defense systems, Syracuse was able to resist the Romans for a considerable time, earning him a place in history not only as a great mathematician and scientist, but also as a master military engineer. This invention also proves that even ancient people conceived innovations similar to modern technologies, constantly seeking extraordinary ways to change the course of war. Fact 3. The secret of the circle. The discovery of pi. Archimedes was not only an inventor and engineer, but also a great mathematician. Far ahead of his time, he worked to calculate the ratio between a circle's circumference and its diameter, the number we now know as pi, with remarkable accuracy. Back then, people believed pi was roughly 3, but Archimedes narrowed it down to approximately 3.14. To do this, he inscribed and circumscribed polygons around the circle, measuring their perimeters to find precise bounds for pi. This method was a groundbreaking approach in science and laid the foundation for calculations used for centuries afterward. Archimedes' work demonstrated that mathematics was not just theory, but also the key to understanding the laws governing the real world. This discovery remains a cornerstone of modern mathematics, engineering, and even astronomy. Fact 4. The discovery of infinity. Archimedes did not limit himself to uncovering the laws of mathematics and physics. He also pioneered early ideas about the concept of infinity. In his work called The Number of Sand Grains, he attempted to calculate the possible number of sand grains in the universe, applying methods that involved handling extraordinarily large, almost unimaginable numbers. This went far beyond simple calculation. Archimedes pushed the boundaries of numbers and infinity, laying the foundation for complex mathematical concepts. His forward-thinking approach opened the path for the future development of infinity in mathematics. Fact 5. The genius who defended an entire city alone. Archimedes showcased his brilliance not only in science and mathematics, but also as a master military engineer. When the city of Syracuse was under siege by the Romans and its defenses were close to collapse, Archimedes single-handedly changed the course of the battle with an incredible plan. Using mathematical principles and the power of mechanics, he invented enormous cranes and mechanical hooks that could lift enemy ships into the air before they reached the city walls and then hurl them into the sea. Additionally, he utilized heat-reflecting mirrors to concentrate sunlight from afar, effectively creating a solar laser to set enemy vessels ablaze. Thanks to these inventions, the city was able to resist the Romans for a long time. Archimedes' mechanical defense systems made him a unique and legendary protector in history. Even on the battlefield, he stood alone like an army, challenging the enemy with the power of science. Fact 6. Archimedes and his spiritual beliefs. While delving deeply into the mysteries of science and mathematics, Archimedes also held great respect for the religious beliefs of his time. He believed that behind the universe's perfect order and harmony lay a divine power. For Archimedes, science and religion were two complementary paths. By discovering mathematical laws, he sought to understand the secrets of the cosmos created by the gods. In his works, he aimed to show that natural phenomena and mathematical formulas were part of a divine order, building a bridge between faith and reason. In this way, Archimedes was not only a great genius, but also a scholar with profound spiritual depth. Fact 7. The genius who unveiled the secrets of the stars, Archimedes, possessed great depth in astronomy as well. He didn't settle for merely observing the positions of celestial bodies. He strived to understand their movements, causes, and the laws behind them. Growing up in Syracuse, a center of science, Archimedes built upon the astronomical knowledge he inherited from his father, Phidias, and began describing the motions of stars and planets through mathematical models. He sought to grasp the harmony of the stars, the rhythm of the universe, and the perfect order that seemed to govern all cosmic phenomena. For Archimedes, celestial bodies were not just bright points in the sky, they were living expressions of mathematics, symbols written in the language of the cosmos. His mathematical approach laid the foundation for the future development of astronomy, particularly in explaining planetary motions and orbits. It is often said that Archimedes looked to the stars with mathematical symbols and formulas, not just as an observer, but as a great philosopher searching for the universe's harmony. In this regard, Archimedes remains remembered in the history of science as a genius who bridged mathematics and astronomy to unlock the mysteries of the stars. Fact 8. The first robotics genius of the ancient world, Archimedes, was one of the most advanced engineers of the ancient era, pioneering the creation of the first mechanical devices and simple robotic systems. Imagine, back in the 200s BC, he was designing mechanical theater machines, automatic doors that opened and closed by themselves, and various moving mechanisms. These devices were not only used for performances and entertainment, but also served practical purposes in everyday life. Archimedes' incredible mechanical inventions didn't just contribute to the advancement of technology, they laid the very foundations of robotics. His creations functioned like ancient robots, earning him the title of the first engineer roboticist. He brought the technology of the future to life hundreds of years ahead of his time. Fact 9. Archimedes' works and contributions to science. Archimedes left a lasting mark on scientific knowledge through his remarkable works. Unfortunately, most of his original writings have been lost over time, and only fragments of them have survived to this day. Yet even these remnants demonstrate the brilliance of his intellect and the advanced nature of the methods he developed. His writings covered a wide range of fields, including mathematics, physics, hydrodynamics, mechanics, and astronomy. One of his most famous contributions is his work on the buoyancy principle, also known as Archimedes' principle, which laid the foundation for modern hydrostatics. Archimedes also developed methods for calculating the area and volume of circles and other geometric figures, methods that are considered the starting point of integral calculus. His mathematical approaches and proofs were so precise and advanced that they became foundational during the European Renaissance, over 1,000 years later. His rediscovered works in the 17th century greatly influenced the development of modern mathematics and physics. Archimedes not only shared his methods with students and scholars of his time, but also built a bridge for future generations to advance further in science. His legacy proves that Archimedes was not only a great scientist of his era, but also a timeless thinker whose ideas continue to shape the world of science. Fact 10. The death of Archimedes and his eternal legacy. The life of Archimedes ended with both great triumph and deep tragedy. Around 212 BCE, the city of Syracuse was besieged by Roman forces. After a long resistance, the city eventually fell. But Archimedes, fully immersed in his scientific work, was more focused on solving mathematical problems than on the defense of the city. His final moments are remembered as a profound loss for both science and humanity. As the Roman soldiers stormed the city, Archimedes was in a dark room, deeply concentrated on his geometric diagrams. According to legend, a Roman soldier approached him, but the great thinker, absorbed in his calculations, did not react as expected. Instead, he calmly said, "Do not disturb my circles," referring to the intricate figures he had drawn on the ground. This response enraged the soldier, who, despite having orders to spare the scholar, killed Archimedes on the spot. Archimedes' death was a devastating blow to the scientific world, yet his ideas, discoveries, and mathematical methods lived on for centuries, inspiring generations of scholars. He is forever remembered as a symbol of scientific genius and the resilience of the human spirit. His life and death remind us that even the greatest minds can fall victim to dark times, but their light never fades. And with that, we've come to the end of these fascinating facts about Archimedes. We hope this journey helped you appreciate the brilliance of his genius, his extraordinary inventions, and the lasting impact he left on history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. For more deep and captivating historical stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let Archimedes be your inspiration to reach for greatness. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.